What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. Chef D back at it again. The best tips, tricks, and solutions to all your culinary problems. And today I'm going to be making myself a little bit of dinner. I'm making rice and chicken and a little bit of split peas, pigeon peas, whatever you want to call them. And some plantains, okay? I saw somebody drop it in the comment box that they wanted me to make plantains, and I said, well, I'm making rice and chicken, and I might as well make some plantains with it, all right? Nice little snack right at the end. So let me get myself together, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we moved over a little bit. So what are you gonna need? Of course you're gonna need chicken. I'm using breast in these cases. You can use thighs, legs, wings, whatever you want. You can even use a whole chicken. You're gonna need 1 onion, about 5 cloves of garlic, 2 tomatoes. Then you're gonna need allspice. You're gonna need garlic and onion powder. You're gonna need a little bit of curry powder, salt, pepper, of course, and then a little bit of nutmeg, all right? All this can be found at your local grocery store. Nothing is super hard to find. So, we're gonna jump right into it, all right? Okay, we got a chicken over here. We got a hot pot right here. You can use whatever you want. If you wanna use a skillet, a stock pot, whatever, you can use it, all right? We have a chicken that's already been patted dry, just so it doesn't splatter as much when we put it into that pot, all right? So, I'm gonna put about, I can say 2 in there. So I'm gonna sear that off nice and easy, all right? It's super, super easy. So, what we're doing here, we're gonna create a crust on it. We're gonna create a whole bunch of flavor and create a fond on the bottom. And then we add our aromatics and spices. We're gonna scrape that up and make the dish a lot more flavorful and complex. So, once I flip this chicken, put this other one in, we'll be right back. We're gonna pick off right from there. All right, so that first batch of chicken is already out. I got the second batch in. You may be asking yourself, Demetrius, why are you cooking it whole and you're not even cooking it all the way? What's the purpose of that? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a crust that's going to create flavor. We're going to make a fond on the bottom of the pot, which is also going to create flavor. And then we're not cooking it all the way because we're making a stew, remember. So we want to keep this chicken as juicy as possible because it is a breast, all right? So I'm gonna cut it up. As soon as the stew is almost done cooking, well, as soon as the beans are almost done cooking, throw the chicken in right at the last minute, cook it a little bit for about 5-10 minutes until it's cooked all the way through. Then it's gonna be super, super juicy. It's not gonna be really, really dry, all right? So, I'm gonna finish up this last batch of chicken and we'll be right back. Okay, so our chicken is all done. This is what it's gonna look like. Nice and seared, nothing really special about it. We just season it with a little bit of salt and pepper, all right? We have our pot right here. It still has all the oil in it, all the fond right there at the bottom, okay? So, we're gonna turn the heat on high, all right? You want your heat to be super, super high. You want this oil to heat right back up. And then we have our onions here. Remember, 1 onion, 5 cloves of garlic. It's gonna go right into that pot, all right? Make sure you get all of that. I mean, you spent your money on this, you want to get every last dime out of it. All right? I'm going to saute this just a little bit. Throw these tongs away. Because remember, that was raw chicken. This is still raw chicken. Even though I cleaned the cutting board, I'm just letting you guys know I cleaned it. That's raw chicken right there, all right? So you could, in theory, put that on the same cutting board since it's still not cooked. So, I'm gonna just saute this a little bit. See, we're already picking up all that fond that's at the bottom of the pan, all right? We're really not trying to get any color on these onions. We're just trying to sweat it down, get them nice and soft, all right? I'm gonna add some more salt. Then we're gonna add all our aromatics, all right? We got some garlic powder there. We got some onion powder. That's just to increase the flavor and increase the intensity of this dish, all right? Remember, garlic and onions are the building blocks of any of any cuisine. It doesn't matter. Everybody uses garlic and onions, all right? Whether it's French, Japanese, Chinese, Caribbeans, everybody uses it, all right? So now that this is starting to get going, I'm gonna turn my heat down just a tad, about to medium high. And then we're gonna add our allspice. I just took about 3 balls of allspice and ground it up in my mortar and pestle. You can use ground allspice if you want. I just prefer fresh because it tastes a lot better, all right? Gonna add a little bit of that in there. Then we're gonna add some curry powder. It's just to add a lot of flavor without having to buy a whole bunch of different seasonings, all right? Curry is just a collection of spices and herbs, all right? Don't forget to keep sauteing this because you do not want it to burn, all right? That's all your hard work down the drain. And as you can see, all that fond is pretty much up off of the pot, all right? That's exactly what you want. You should smell my house right now. It smells delicious. Now, we have a little bit of nutmeg. I use the whole nut. You can buy it ground again if you want to. I just prefer this because, again, it tastes a lot better. Anything fresh like this tastes a lot better than if it's pre-ground, all right? Let's give that a little saute. And then, we're gonna add our huge flavor packers, all right? This is bay leaves, all right? Add 2 of those. It's gonna add a nice, it's gonna help mellow it out. Give it, it's hard to explain. It gives it like a real like it brings out just a whole other world of flavor, all right? So, just sauteing. We're gonna let this go for about another minute. We're gonna cut up our chicken, and we'll be right back. Okay, so this is what our onions look like. It has all our aromatics, remember? It was allspice, curry powder, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, nutmeg, a whole bunch of stuff, bay leaves, all right? So we have our beans here. Remember, you can use any kind of beans. You can use red beans, split peas, English peas if you want to. You can use anything, all right? In this case, we're using pigeon peas. We've washed and drained them, all right? So we're just gonna mix that all together, let everybody get acquainted with each other. And I'll turn my heat down to medium, all right? It's a little bit above medium, but all right. Then we're gonna add our tomatoes. That's just gonna add some acidity. It's gonna add, it's not really gonna add much color because everything's gonna melt into each other, all right? It's gonna add a nice pop of a different kind of flavor because everything is real heavy. This is gonna brighten it up a little bit, all right? So, I'm gonna let that just sit. Let it come back up to a simmer. And then I'm gonna show you guys how to cut the chicken, all right? Oh, and before I forget, we got a little bit of apple cider vinegar, all right? And that's just gonna bring some more acidity and some more complexity to our dish, okay? So, I'm gonna move you guys over and I'll see you with a knife in my hand and some chicken. Okay, so we're here with our chicken. So, how are we gonna cut this? What we're gonna cut it in half, just like that. And as you can see, that chicken is still raw, okay? Remember, do this with clean hands. Always wash your hands before and after touching raw chicken, okay? So we cut those in half. Then we're just gonna cut it lengthwise. Then we're gonna cut it crosswise, all right? Super easy, super simple. And as you can see, this chicken is still extremely juicy. Of course it is because it's raw, remember that. That's gonna help us keep it juicy also. So, I'm gonna finish cutting this chicken and then we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back over here. So, our beans have been going for about 15 minutes. We've already cut up our chicken as you saw. So, we're gonna take our chicken, we'll slide it right into there, all right? all of it. And don't drop any of it like I just did. Okay? So, I'm gonna get rid of that. We're gonna mix this up. As you can see, our pot is a tad bit dry, all right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab maybe like a cup of water. So we got a cup of water here. And that's really just to submerge the chicken, all right? We're gonna mix that all together. Make sure most of it is underneath our liquid. And we're gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire, whatever you wanna call it, all right? About that much. It's about a teaspoon, all right? Tablespoon, teaspoon, tablespoon, who knows? We cook from the soul. We don't like to measure anything over here, unless we're making pastries, all right? So we're gonna let this come up to a simmer, reduce the heat a little bit, then we're really just cooking the chicken all the way through. Okay, so while our chicken is stewing, we're gonna start working on these plantains. Now, you might be asking yourself, Demetrius, what is a plantain? It's almost like a banana, but it's a lot fatter, it's a lot straighter. Here I have two of them. And when they're yellow, they're not ripe. You want them to be nice and black like this. They can even go a little bit longer, but I want to eat them today, and I don't want to wait until tomorrow or the next day or whenever else I'm gonna decide to cook them. So what you want to look for, you want to look for them as ripe as possible, because these things take forever to ripen, all right? Especially now that it's a little bit colder. I've had these for about a week, and look, I bought them when they were green, and they're about half as ripe as I want them, but I'm gonna cook them anyway because it's still gonna be sweet. The darker you let them get, the sweeter that they are, right? So we have our oil heating up in our cast iron pan. We're gonna let that get to about 350 degrees, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to slice these and how to fry them, which is my personal favorite way, how to cook them. If you want me to teach you guys any other ways, how to cook plantains or anything, make sure you leave it in the comments. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. Comment anything. Even if you want to comment boo, I don't care. It helps me no matter what, all right? So that's enough talking. Let's get right into cutting these plantains, and we'll be right back. All right, so we got a clean cutting board, clean knife. We got our plantains right here. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna cut the ends off, and then we're gonna take it right in the palm of our hand. You're just gonna cut that skin, all right? You don't wanna cut all the way through, okay? And then open it up just like that, all right? It's just like peeling a banana. So if this was a little bit more ripe, it would be a little bit softer. The flesh would be a little bit more opaque looking. But like I said, I'm ready to eat these things now. I can't wait any longer. I should have bought them when they were a little bit more ripe, but you know how things are sometimes. So we're gonna do the second one, all right? Remember, cut the ends off, and then cut right through that, just through the peel, all right? And you can peel it down just like a banana. So take your scraps, throw them away, compost them, whatever you want to do. And I like to cut these on a bias, all right? Just like that. You can cut them into circles however you want to. This is just honestly how my mom used to cut them, so that's how I do it. That's really what that just comes down to. And you want them to be pretty much all the same width. See how these two are the same size, and these two are pretty much the same size. And as you can see, this stuff is really, really sticky, all right? That's because plantains are high in starch, and when you let them ripen, that starch converts to sugar, all right? And that's what makes these things super, super delicious. They're super sweet, and then you fry them, and that sugar caramelizes. It's just, honestly, you just have to try it for yourself, all right? So those are all cut. Our oil is heating up. As soon as that oil is at 350 to 375, we'll be right back. Okay, so our oil is hot. We have our plantains. We have a sheet pan with some paper towel. You can use a restaurant rack if you want. That's just to catch all the extra oil that's gonna come off of these things. So we're gonna do this old school style, just how my mom used to do it, with her hands and a fork, all right? I'm gonna drop these right in. Remember, always drop away from yourself, okay? And we don't wanna overcrowd the pan too much because it's gonna drop the temperature of our oil, all right? So we're gonna put about maybe 6 to 7 in here. And if your oil does not start to simmer or boil how it is now, when you put your plantains in, scoop that mother right out, and then let your oil heat up a little bit more. So we have our plantains in, and we have to be cognizant as to not drop this oil, because then they're gonna be too oily and they're just not gonna taste as good, all right? And as you can see, these are a little bit riper than I thought. You can see around the edges already starting to caramelize, it's already starting to brown. And that's where you get flavor, all right? So, we're gonna let these go for maybe, let's turn it over right now. See, you want it a lot darker than that, baby. You want it a lot darker than that, all right? I'm gonna let these go for another minute, and we'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. So, I'm gonna start flipping these. Look at that. Ooh, ooh. I'm so excited right now, guys. I cannot wait until these are done. I haven't had plantains in forever, all right? So we're gonna flip all of these. And the second side is a lot faster than the first side. So, first side took about maybe 2.5, 3 minutes at the most. This side is gonna take literally a minute, all right? But while I have you guys here, make sure you leave in the comments what you want me to make next, okay? This channel was nothing without you guys, all right? We're super close to 1,000 subscribers. I honestly never thought it would come this fast. It's just amazing. Remember, keep liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. I can't even get my words out. So I'm so excited about these plantains, and I'm so excited about you guys subscribing to my channel. Yeah, but these are almost done. So let's check them. Yeah, these, see, oh my God. See, this is exactly what you want, all right? So I'm gonna put these right here on our sheet pan that has a little bit of paper towel on it. And we're just stabbing them and dropping them right down on the paper towel, all right? You don't have to get all the oil off, because trust me, that is part of the experience, all right? Now, while these are still hot and a little bit of oil is on them, I'm gonna put a little bit of salt on there, all right? That's gonna help bring out the flavor of the plantain. It's gonna help contrast the sweetness of it. And it's gonna help, since these are not the ripest, because I didn't wait long enough, which is my fault. It's gonna help them taste a lot better, right? Now, we're just gonna put in the rest of these plantains. I'm gonna wait for our chicken to be done. We already cooked our rice. If you don't know how to cook rice, like I know how to cook rice, click somewhere up here, I'll put it up there to one of my other videos, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, and that's how it's done. It's that simple, that easy. Just follow these simple tips and tricks, and you can make something just like this, all right? This is the finished product. As you can see, we got our rice, we got our chicken right on top, then we got the main course right there. That's what I like to call it. We got the plantains, all right? I cannot wait to eat this, but remember, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Click these videos over here, subscribe somewhere down there, and we'll be right back next week. Remember, I'm Chef D for Chef State of Mind.